Hello, hello. Happy Monday to all. This is Carla Thornton McLean of TLC, Transformation Life Coaching. If you actually don't follow me, and for my Monday's mindset, today is December the 1st. Yay. For some, maybe horrible for some others. But in other words, we're already at the end, the last month of 2025. So this month's theme for the last month, which is December, and 2025 is ease into December. So what we're going to be talking about today is a winter wellness reset, which is much needed for most majority of us. Okay, so going to be talking about today three gentle habits to stabilize your energy as the season shifts, okay? Because we're during that time where the seasons are shifting, okay? As the seasons do shift, so does our energy. Our energy shifts as well. I definitely know mine does. Ever since I can remember, especially being a young teenager, I've always loved warm weather, hot weather, if you will, and was always had that energy as soon as I wake up and you're waking up, and as far as the sun being outside, so you're just excited about the day, period. Winter was always more challenging for me, if you will. So, like I said, so in other words, there's definitely those different shifts. So as the seasons shift, our energy shifts as well. Okay, so we're going to talk about three gentle habits today to help you stay grounded and steady through the transition of the season. Okay, the first one is going to be a slow morning start. Okay, and that might be like a tea drinker, like starting up with that cup of tea, sunlight, if you will, stretching, very important, if you will. Give yourself the soft start, okay? Swap rushing for 2 minutes of intentional breathing or like stretching, okay? It signals safety to your mind and steadiness actually to your nervous system, okay? So you want to give yourself a slow morning start, okay? Number two, we're going to be talking about its grounding movement. That means walking outside, taking a walk outside, yoga. I love my yoga. I actually do chair yoga. I actually starting back actually today. Gentle sway. Okay, so grounding movement, if you will. Just choose movement that nourish rather than drains you. Okay, because I know a lot of us do different activity as far as physical activity, as far as weight management, just for other reasons as well. And you definitely need some kind of physical movement anyway. But today we're talking about um, the gentle habits, if you will, to stay grounded and steady through the transition. So that grounding movement is, like I said, the movement that nourishes rather than drains you. Okay. So a short walk. Okay. Gentle yoga, like I said, different kind of yoga. I actually do chair yoga, so it's a gentle yoga. I definitely say it's a gentle yoga, or even swaying your body. It helps release tension and resets your energy. And something as simple, believe it or not. Have you actually ever noticed sometimes you're probably unconscious of it where you actually are swaying like your body, like your legs standing up and kind of like swaying back and forth. And it does release tension and resets your energy. I even know for myself unconsciously sometimes when I'm doing it, if you're just in a conversation or you're in a conversation that might be a trigger or triggering you, something might be, in other words, getting ready maybe to set you off or have you going left. So, right. Um, and most of the time you're probably doing it unconsciously. So, what I'm talking about today, if you're doing that movement, and that's being intentional and being aware and conscious of doing it, just swaying your body back and forth, and it helps release tension and reset your energy. Okay. Last but not least, that third last habit is the seasonal check in, which is very important. And so you're asking yourself, what does my body need more of right now? Okay. Is it rest that my body needs more of? Okay. Is it warmth? Because like I said, the season's changing, so it means we're getting close to winter, which a lot of us, some of the states are already having winter weather. I know here in Texas, we have seen some 70s, 60s, which is nice, but the past couple of days, even today, barely 40, and yesterday barely in the 30s. So warmth is changing. So does your body need more warmth? That means seasons changing. As you can see, I have on my long sleeve sweater today. So in other words, is what does your body need more of? Hydration. A lot of us, for me, during this time, I like when it gets cold or I'm cold during the winter season. I drink a lot of hot cocoa or my tea. I love hot tea. So, in other words, hydration, but are you still getting a lot of water because it's not hot outside necessarily during this month? So, but are you still getting hydrated? Are you still drinking water? Are you drinking something else but not hydrating yourself? So, make sure you're implementing water as well. If you need more of that, slowness. A lot of us tend to slow down during the winter months. Not a lot of us, but some of us do. In other words, you'll know your body is not as active. And for me, like I said, during winter, once again, it's always been a very challenging season for me. So I definitely know for me, slow down. So once again, to try to make sure I'm continuing, like I said, that cherry yoga, which I do throughout the year. So definitely helps. But if you're slowing down, what are you seeing different that you're slowing down? That you still can actually do something to keep your body uh, moving, or as far as your mind still being active, if you will. Let your answer guide how you care for yourself. In other words, is if you ask yourself, what does my body need more of right now? If it's rest, and that's the answer, then that's going to determine how you need to take care of yourself. So if it's more rest, that definitely means you need to intentionally get more rest. Warmth, whether that means you need to change the temperature in your house, if you need to put away your summer gear, you need to put away your summer nighties and bring out the winter nighties, anything to keep warm. How you say, house coat, maybe the winter house coat, whatever you need to do as far as warmth, hydration. If you're, make sure you intentionally, if you need more hydration, make sure you're still implementing, make sure you're still drinking water. Because, like I said, you might be drinking coffee or whatever, but make sure you still, get more water as well. Slowness, once again, whether it's chair yoga or if you don't like actually to tend to go outside and you feel like you're being slow now and everything is changing, or like I said, mentally you feel like your brain is getting foggy and slowness, make sure you're intentionally aware of that. And then if you're being slow, doing something to get once again, your attention, that meaning reading or watching very educational, mindful, like I said, videos or awareness videos. In other words, anything that keeps your mind or whatever it is when they're saying slowness, because slowness can mean any area, physically, mentally, emotionally, can mean a lot of different things. So once again, is you got to make sure you're staying aware, first of all, creating that awareness, and then make sure you're doing the opposite of if you are being slow. In other words, you feel like you're being slow or doing some kind of exercise or dancing. I love to dance. Turn on how you say that Christmas music or something, anything that's causing you to more or less to be active. Okay, so remember to let your answer guide how you take care of yourself. And my coach's tip for today is gentle habits create steady energy. Small shifts create big stability. Small shifts, okay? Stay gentle with yourself this season. Okay, very, very important because I know usually during this season, um, it's by and Thanksgiving was over now, and you have Thanksgiving, and you turn around, you actually have the Christmas season. So a lot of times this year, a lot of people are stressed, a lot of other different things going on during this season. A lot of different reasons for the stress, the anxiety, and this depression. A lot of that happens as well, where it should be a happy season. A lot of times can be just the opposites for a lot of people. So just a friendly reminder, make sure you're staying gentle with yourself this season, okay? Once again, let's go over real quick a quick recap. We was talking about three gentle habits to help you stay grounded and steady through this transition for the season change. One, that slow morning start. Two, that grounded movement. Three, very, very important, that seasonal check-in. I hope everyone's having a wonderful and blessed Monday thus far. Take care, and I'll be talking to you all soon. Bye for now.